Okay, here we go. This is a very interesting story. I'm going to start off with that as read today on Tuesday, November 16, 2021. Yeah, 2021 is basically done as we have one more year to go after this. So this is talks about a very touchy subject in the entertainment industry, which has with sexual abuse, and this is about and which is nothing new because a lot. As I said earlier today online, that the entertainment industry, whether it's through music or or other venues, is a breeding ground for sexual deviancy and all these monsters who sexually exploit other people whenever they get the chance. And yeah, in the era of Me Too, this is a fitting story, and it tells about the female entertainers who are more, I think, more and more coming forward. Now, UE lecturer Professor Donna Hope is weighing in on what this is being described as a Me Too moment occurring in the local music industry. In the latest incident, a post from singer Lila Ike's Twitter, which she's going to be the primary focus, Twitter account has indicated that she too was a victim of sexual abuse. Poor thing, I have to say, first of all, I mean, like, I do hope she got justice because that's horrible. For Hope, the current pandemic, as well as the reach and scope of social media internet in general, are about some of the factors behind the number of people finding the confidence to speak out at this time. Quote to quote, this is something I have been noticing, taking note of. Tanya Stevens has always been pretty vocal over years about being raped. Yeah, Tanya Stevens has brought that up so many times. Yeah. Um, yeah, for those who don't know. But it reached a lot more ears this time due to social media and the downtime many are experiencing as a result of the pandemic. Then there was Macca Diamond. Alright, this is new, I'm just finding this out. We spoke about the abuse received at the hands of men in the music industry. Truthfully, a lot of these women are feeling free and more proud to speak out at this time. I had vehicle and social media to tell their story. Hope told the Jamaica Observer. Now back to Lila Ike, again who's the main focus of this. A series of tweets from her account, Lila Ike shared, "Men have done nothing but break me, and my mom and my grandmother." Yeah, so we're getting a very unfortunate, she's a very unfortunate understanding of her bad experiences with men. I've been raped, molested, and here's where we go into some even more interesting territory. Further tweets hints at a possible declaration of her sexuality. Yeah, which means that yeah, she goes both ways. I'm Lila Ike. I'm into women. I've been making reggae music, so I'm into women. My music isn't real. The tweets read, and she's doing it in response to Jamaica's openly anti-gay stance that most people in the country are staunchly uphold. Right. So she was basically saying, hey, I'm a lesbian, so or bisexual. I don't know which she identifies herself as, but she's saying, yeah. I go both ways. Yeah, either I go both ways, or I'm pretty much I am a full-on lesbian, and yeah, I'm just letting it be known. Hope said there are two different issues being dealt with here. No, this is where Hope is going to say, yeah, I felt her with her talking about her being sexual abuse. She's not really feeling the other part about her sex or LGBT status. So I don't agree with her giving the impression that she's coming out of the closet because of things men have done to her. There are separate issues of sex and sexuality. I agree with that. While they're both important, both should not be put together. In terms of abuse is something the industry faces quite a bit, as due to hyper-masculinity and show which music business, which tends to be male-dominated. Alright, a lot of people did not pick up on the comments made by DJ Lady Anne following Sister Charmaine's funeral, which remarked that the abuse she suffered in the music business contributed to her walk away from music once she migrated to the US. I did not know Sister Charmaine. I hope that she got justice for the personal people who did that to her. I'm just finding this out. Hope further explained that the impact of speaking on issues of sexual abuse or someone coming out declaring one's sexuality could have on one's careers. Yeah, although I will say this though, is that when women come out and saying, hey, like I say, I like going down on other women, yeah, that's just basically they're especially if the women are physically attractive. They're saying, hey, that's jerk out porn right there for us. I mean, it doesn't really affect women as much because due to the fact that most society is mostly male driven oriented, a lot of men get turned on by the idea of women being intimate with other women, especially if the women are very attractive. So it affects much more. Men coming out to me like Dalton Harris, who basically said, hey, I go both ways or whatever. Or I forgot whether he's again bi or pan or whatever sexual term. But yeah, he basically goes likes dudes too. Mean yeah, I mean he Dalton Harris on the other end, or even Frankie Paul, who late Frankie Paul should say, like his music career took a hit when it turned on. I think he got. I don't know if he got he had some sexual intercourse with another man in prison, and from that point on, that was the end of his career. So like it's a different thing when reaction when men come out as opposed to women. So is that so? People look at the Lila Ike thing. Yeah, Jamaicans when they frown down and say, "Boy, okay." I rate the fact that she is a carpet muncher, which is a term they use for lesbians. But yeah, okay, again, the fact that she's attractive and hot, yeah, this is just jerk off material. I mean, a lot of males are going to just be turned on by it. So, women, straight women are going to say, oh yeah, say yeah, I ain't really feel Lila Ike like that now that she's come out the closet. Okay, so Hope goes on to say, women in the music have been uncomfortable past speak out on sexual abuse because felt they could harm their career. Meaning that a lot of that could also have the fact that many of the people abusing them are pretty much people in the industry who have the power to make or break their careers is what they meant. But the truth is the world is changing and some feeling power that they're brave enough to speak about fear of backlash. As for sexuality, women are far more fortunate than not subject to stigma attached to male homosexuals. Again, what I said is just jerk, yeah, cause with women, especially attractive women, yeah, that's jerk off porn. With men, yeah, we ain't go there. And even a lot of straight women aren't really turned on and two dudes doing it. So yeah, so like, yeah, different reaction. There's a stronger resistance to men coming out than women. Again, for reasons I stated, there's been a lot of speculation about the sexual orientation on a female artist, but has not stopped her from moving forward her career. I know who we're talking about, and I'm not really going to like snitch on this person. I know exactly the female artists they're talking about, and most people, when you hear this, yeah, you probably know you know who I'm talking about. All right, there has been a lot of speculation. Okay, sorry, I read that. The world has moved on, and in certain aspects, Jamaica's catch up a person shaking the Victorian restraint and embracing a certain level of democracy okay, holding back, said Hope. I don't know about that one. Yeah. No, when it comes, no. Again, this was a very interesting article to do a story on because, yeah, this is nothing new, as I said. This has been known for years, again, that the entertainment industry is basically an enclave for rapists, pedophiles, and other degenerates who like exploiting women and men too. Then I talk about the men who are also exploited and sexually abused as well. Cause yeah, that is something that we're just very hush hush about. And the thing is, those because like with women, fortunately, even though a lot of them are victims of this sick, evil behavior, there's more support and sympathy for women who go through this. Like with Lila Ike, Tanya Stevens, and so on various others. Yeah, people are gonna say this if they no unless they're proven to be liars or whatever. There's going to be sympathy and support because with Lila Ike, they're gonna say that's horrible. I hope whoever did it to the people who did this to you and your family, that this and that happened to them. Ray. Yeah, no, I mean like no. They want to come and say she's LGBT. Yeah, there's going to be stigma about it. They're going to say, I don't know about this one, yeah. But what Professor Hope said that, yeah, it's more different with women who come up because, hey, women, especially if they're attractive, hey, that's jerk off porn for us. I mean, because Lila, especially if she does some videos where she's intimate with another woman, well, yeah, a lot of Jamaicans are going to bun that out. Me, just like with that failed series, YouTube series, She Like Girls, which was basically lesbian porn, which basically has been flagged every time it goes on. They flagged so many times on YouTube that there basically a lot of contingency of people against that show. I mean, Lil said, "Hey, you have no place online here on a major platform like YouTube." But the thing is, before that, a lot of men who just liked seeing women bumping uglies, yeah, they were tuning for the stories. Bear in mind. So with Lila Ike, if she just confirmed, hey, I pretty much go down to other women and women go down to me, yeah, Yeah, okay, that mean like I mean like if especially if you make that into a video, say yeah, we can get down with that because there are a lot of LGBT artists who've been coming out, mostly women, because yeah, there's a value for them because most men would just see that as hey, we get something to whack off to. So as opposed to men who come out like Dalton Harris, yeah, cause and so on, cause you notice that Dalton Harris is seen as so I think he won that competition. I don't know if it was Rise. I forget the competition he did. I don't know if it was American Idol or UK Idol. I forget which one. Yeah, ever since you notice that he moved out to Jamaica, and yeah, and don't be twisted. If you're to move back to Jamaica, it's not like there's going to be there's going to be like this a crowd of KKK Jamaican version of the Ku Klux Klan. We're going to hang him from a tree or burn down his house. I mean, like he's all he has to do is pretty much move to a safe uptown community and do his business, and yeah, no one's going to trouble him. But I think it's just the fact that he because you know there's a lot of people on the street and say, "Yo, that boy there, the boy there is a fish or a sprat." I'm paraphrasing when I say that. But Lila Ike again, she's not really going to get that stigma so much. If I do anything, most guys are gonna say, yeah, let's you and me do a threesome. Like me, I have a lady friend. You and me, you two can do each other while I'm in the middle. That will most likely happen with Lila Ike. But one thing I did say about her, what she said, and I had to take away from this that is she really LGBT? Is that she's always had that attraction to women, or is it because she's had such a traumatic, horrifying experience with men that she said, you know what, I can't really mess with men anymore or fully, so I'm just going to go and deal with women now because of all the horrific trauma I've dealt with men or in my mother and grandmother. Because I think it's indicated probably her dad or maybe her some male relatives did something to her or and her mom and grandmother, and that is pretty much what formed her opinion on men, her stance against men. I wouldn't be surprised when she said that. Even though I'm getting indication, hey, that she was this happened while she was in the industry. I wouldn't be surprised if she was molested or something when she was by a male family member, because she's not mentioned her dad or anything or grandfather. I don't know. I don't want that when I post this that I'm insinuating stuff, but it's likely she was abused by a male family member and or violated, and that's probably why she's saying what she's saying. Because and that's the thing I noticed with that again. Not to beat up on a lot of LGBT people. I do notice that, especially here in Jamaica, a lot of the ones who are LGBT have openly said that we were abused and molested as children. So I'm guessing it's a case A, are we really born that way, or is it because you were turned out by someone who should not have touched you while you were a child? That's some stuff to ponder. But back to what I'm saying is that the more important thing is that yeah, I do think that this is nothing new, unfortunately. Well, I don't mean think, I know it's nothing new. And the thing is, a lot of skeletons need to come out the closet, and it's not just about the female victims because there's more sympathy for females, but there's but a lot of the male victims as well because men have been touched and violated, and we dare not talk about that, but that needs to be addressed. But a lot of that goes on within the entertainment industry, which is basically the modern day version of Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah, Assyria, and all these other on Rome. Well, with sexual deviancy being the order of the day. But more light needs to be shed about this, though, and I'm sure hope it is. Though, sure hope that it does, because there's a lot more skeletons that need to come out the closet when it comes to this. Because the entertainment industry has too many people at this in power being protected and not being exposed. And that needs to change. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my other YouTube pages, Miles Gustin Farron, Miles Productions with Thoughts and Miles. Alright.